Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Metaphor ReFantazio, excuse me, episode 60, excuse me? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're looking at the prince, ma'am. Just push past me. Last episode we, made our way back here after learning about a horrendous truth of the universe. And, oh, I didn't even realize, look at the weather. It's 26 Celsius, but it's pretty actually nice out then. But it's red, whatever that weather inclement is. Okay, I don't care.
What now?
I wonder if I can... Is there a way I can look at the map?
Where to?
Like the whole map and look at what the weather... I can't even see what the weather is. But it's that red thing right there. Great, everybody's pissed off at everybody. Lovely. This is awesome stuff. That man is dead. That's a dead man. Hello, more. Speaking of more, hey, Gallica rank 8. We got a Gallica rank 8. I could get this right now if I wanted to. I could just
What now?
full send, use these to get it. But I feel like we still have more game to go, so I'm not gonna do that. Is this the Count Luis? Join the powerful Luis, champion of the New World Order. Think we'll let you run this country into the ground? Well, think again. I know, I'm shouting at a poster. But there's no way we're gonna let this guy take the throne. It's gonna be you, Dry. I'm coming home, Maria and Fabian. Daddy's coming home. And he's smelling of onions.
Let's move.
We've cleared everyone out. Let's hurry inside. Oh, wow, we just passed time just like that, huh?
Everyone,
W. We're back, guys. Don't worry about the new hair color.
I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you if you don't believe us. It's kind of a wild tale.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
Yeah, technically. Oh, I mean, absolutely, but like, technically the previous us was just like his soul manifestations. But I mean, it was also the prince, so yeah.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
There's a fat chance we ever get that to happen.
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on?
But you're still you, yes?
Hell yeah, I am.
You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Don't worry, Maria.
Good.
I promise.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head-on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded.
Yep.
Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
I don't know if you could hear in the background, but it seems the garbage truck is roaming around back there. So if you can hear that, forgive me. It is loud. Holy hell. My bad. Okay, well, my bad. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Forgive me. Castle in the Sky.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural.
Yeah, it was a bit erratic, wasn't it?
It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Well, it's a trap we're gonna have to fall into.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can.
W.
And
W
we'll fight in
Nurse.
ways
Another
we
Nurse
can
dub.
too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
W Maria. Okay. Man, Maria's just the sweetest.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeat Luis. We must press on with that faith.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Let's go, Maria!
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
I thought everybody, I didn't think that was like a exclamation point type deal. I thought that was pretty set in stone.
We're counting on you, O King.
Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
I can check that. I messed with that a little bit.
Pick.
Oh, it's all the art gallery. Drawings that I gave Maria. Someday I think it'd be great if I could take Maria to all these places and have her see the sights in person, through her own eyes. Aw, yeah, she said she'd hang him up in the... Aw, that's so sweet. Fairy. I don't really want to be around the people outside because they're so weird lately. The people in here feel nice and warm, though. I wonder why. It's like this optimism in here. And it's gotten stronger since you came in, actually. I can feel it. I can feel people's hearts warming. It's pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish the people outside were like this. And just like that, they were gone. Anything back here? Can't steal from the food shelf.
You...
Who would have believed you were His Highness, the actual prince? I apologize for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless. Please, Fabian, it's perfect.
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, mister. I'm gonna keep cheering on you forever. I love you, Maria. She's so adorable, man. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. It's times like these where your actions will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it'll be plain who's in the right. There's something foul in the air of Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor, but there are also those who believe in us. We must press on.
Oh, hell.
Everyone's filled with so much anxiety, but now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this. There's still a way to win. Yeah, so put all our cards down and just... Is that a chicken? Is it an MF and chicken? Put the MF and chicken in the... I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense, huh? Gotta get your eggs somehow. It's so different from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember that you still got people on your side, Dry. Let's do what we can.
Your Highness.
And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah, well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear is ever ready to ensure that day comes.
Hold there.
Buddy, my bad. That's the ladies' room, and this is the men's room. There's only 2 beds, though. First, you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you've awakened as his true highness. And that have walked so strange a path as you. And after all this, you still mean to be king.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people. Even if Dry turned into a monster, Luis is the one making him. That's a fair bit scarier, if you ask me. Well, I will save really quick. But that's just like, I think it's just the environment. Mass hysteria. It happens, man, it's proven.
Good night.
Rest well.
The day of the hero draws
Dude,
near.
this
This
is so cool, and I'm so glad they do this. 31 days remain, huh? Huh? 31 days remain.
To all the people who dwell in this land,
Oh, Basilio.
Voice?
That's the king, alright.
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Interesting. This is the final stretch then. We got 31 days.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grit.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking.
And look where we ended up, huh, Basilio?
Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe hope?
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I think that's fine.
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
We are cool. Thank you, Maria.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Yeah.
Best of luck, Your Highness.
Belief.
After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
I'll be fine, Batlin. Listen, if I die, the world's screwed anyway, so... If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before.
So we've got 31 days.
That won't be the end of things either.
Maybe 30 days,
Even
actually.
If people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
Aye, boss. Aye, boss. Oh?
Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's...
Interesting. So we're fighting on the king. We're fighting on the King's Rock. That is actually rather fitting with how things would end. That's actually very, very fitting. Started with it, and it's certainly going to end with it as well.
Let's put an end to this.
Skybound Avatar Conquest. Head to the royal palace in the sky to save the world from being driven into madness by Luis. The man with his ruinous aspirations for the future must not succeed the throne. Interesting. Okay, so we have 30 days. Deadline's the 10/25th. I assume this is going to be like the last length of time we actually get to do Bond and stuff. But 30 days is a long time. It's the longest time I've had, because normally it's like 15 days, something around that. Also, if you look at the rank, that's rather interesting. That it's not the max rank. It's one less than the max rank. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? But it's not 10. You don't have anything that's 10. Which means there's probably another quest after that's like save the world or whatever. Rank 10. A mission with a deadline has begun to challenge the Airborne Palace, depart from the Round Table, and the Gauntlet Runner. Due to the Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. That wasn't bad enough. Be cautious of an inclement weather called Blight. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day the hero arrives. The Royal Palace. You need to be absolutely sure that you're ready for anything before we head in. That palace has definitely changed from the last time we were in there. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the last length of time we'll get. 30 days is nice, though. We need 4 ranks for Juna. Basilio is going to be a bit rough. Because we can only get Basilio if we're on the road as well. At least that couple ranks. Oh, Barden we can get. Brigida we can probably get later. Moore's not going to be too hard. Yeah, we can definitely finish this in 30 days. No doubt we can. The issue... Well, maybe not no doubt. The issue is definitely this, the ruler virtues. That's going to be what makes or breaks this whole thing. Mister, I'm strong now, so I won't cry anymore. I'll always be here to welcome you back with a smile. Ever since the color of the sky went funny, everyone's been acting kind of weird too. They all have a scary look on their face, and they fight all the time, mister. Mister, if you become king, will things go back to normal? On the surface, a flying castle sounds romantic. A shame Luis is waiting inside. Regardless, are you ready to go to the Royal Palace? Okay, so it's like, we could, like, start the quest for the Royal Palace right now if I want to. Well, let's see. Oh, quest. There's quests and shit. Oh. Okay. I guess I should have expected that. Let's get the quest. We can't just hoof it off to Luis already, man. Although we do have to be very careful. Oh, hey. Next time we're on the road, I'll cook for you. Oh, hell yeah, man. What's your deal, dude?
Hello.
That outfit. Aren't you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you're possessed possessed of princely skills, then I have a task for you. There's a place some distance from Altabury called Mount Volcano. Could I ask you to go look for the War King's legendary greatsword there? What? It's kind of out of the blue, man. This sounds like a scam, if I'm being honest. The story goes that ages ago, the War King united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've traveled many leagues in hopes of seeing it. In fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Volcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'd die before I found it. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasures there, too. What do you say? It's hard to turn down a treasure. We might find something we could use against Luis. Or if not, we could sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Want to go to Mount Volcano and look for this legendary greatsword? Hell yeah, I do. Because then I give it to Stroll, because he uses greatswords. You'll really do it? You have my gratitude. I shall of course prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention the sword's yours to keep. I just want to see it. Nice. If we can swing it, then we get a treasure and a legendary sword on top of it. Sounds kind of worth it to me. Remember, the greatsword is sealed within Mount Volcano.
Let's give it a shot.
I need to obtain the legendary greatsword sealed in Mount Volcano. The informant at the tavern in Diafranco Street in Altabury should know more about the volcano. Okay, so we will get the legendary greatsword, which is probably going to be quite powerful, I reckon. Mount Volcano should be around here. Despite it being a volcano, apparently it's safe, question mark?
And right there's a labyrinth.
The Edge of Glory is what it's called. Okay, well, all the weather's dread always, dude. I wonder if I could get Edeni to clear it up. Because I remember he had a power that was like, if you feed him his favorite dish, he'll like clear up the weather for a day. But I doubt he could do that. In this weather, at least. Just don't let greed get the better of you. There are dangerous monsters there. Of course, we know the difference between bravery and foolishness. We'll prepare accordingly. That's kind of sick, actually. Let's go to St. Lemo Street. I guess we're just gonna go around not only the Grand Trad, but Brylehaven and also Altabury. Because I'm sure there's also been some quests around there. You. Nope. Not you, Stroll. Sorry, you.
Hey?
Have you forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine, though. Oh, you're the girl that we met in, Martria. Yeah? Though I suppose that title's a little presumptuous to use in the company of an actual prince.
Isn't that?
Yeah, we met you in Martria. You used to be a chef within the royal palace. Are you still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct. I once again have need of your talents. That unique point of view that allows you to create such an unexpected and powerful dish. Yeah, I'll hear you out. Of course.
Whatever will I do?
During the course of my travels, the thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is a simple fare, which fills their stomach but leaves their heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while compromised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life.
Whoa.
A dish that's simple yet exciting. I like that idea, but honestly I have no clue how to make something like that. Oh, okay. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna give us a quest to make the perfect dish. Because at the very beginning it was like, when you cook every dish in the game, you'll get the option to cook the Omega dish or whatever. The peak dish. And I think that's probably what she's gonna be like, I want you to make this and bring it to me.
Lovely, that.
When I think of food that's quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavor. Nourishing lumabees are a must, and so everyone from a wee children to the elderly may eat it in comfort. The fluffy texture, that would be perfect. I see, so we just need to make a dish that uses lumabees and has a fluffy texture. Correct. If you manage to whip a dish that seems promising, simply return here and tell me about it.
Let's give it a shot.
Interesting. Okay, so it's not what I'm thinking.
The world belongs to Lord Luis.
I wonder if I have it.
If you have a...
I do not have it. Otherwise, she would have talked about it. I'll just look at it later. When we get in the Gauntlet Runner. No. Oh, Yufa. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yufa still has her quest, huh? That's what I need Eloquence 4 for. Right there.
Alright. Where to?
Let's see what Martria is about. Yeah, we could do the Barden. There's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there.
Where to?
About Port Brawlhaven. About Brawlhaven. I think that's probably Yufa right there, so it doesn't count. Or that could be Yufa. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's definitely still Yufa. Yeah, it's definitely just Yufa. Yeah, it's Yufa there. Well, is that Yufa? Is that Yufa?
Let's go.
Is that because that's where Edeni is? Unless Yufa's right next to him, I guess would make sense. No, Edeni. Yeah, Edeni's getting a.
All right then.
Okay, so maybe Yufa didn't spawn in. Okay, maybe we should go back to Port Brawlhaven because there's a quest there. What's up with you, Edeni? Hello there. I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Lately, I've been searching through some old histories to review our true traditions, and I discovered something about a set of towers scattered throughout the country. A tower? Like that one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar. The Spire of Blind Faith? Oh, dude. Dude, I still have nightmares about that place. The skeleton guys and the bird guy? Oh, dude, I remember that. I remember that, trust me.
I see.
Oh, is that so? Then that makes things simpler.
That's...
According to the books I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign will appear in the towers 3. 3 trials for 3 towers. Upon the hero who proves thrice worthy, a forbidden power that has been sealed away in this world will be bestowed. Essentially, 3 towers will appear, each with their own trial, and then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great, unprecedented power. The nature of this power is unknown, however, judging by the description of worthy hero, I sense these trials are not only sheer strength, but honor, and other like qualifications. Then the trials seek to test if one's worthy of power, and overcoming it confers one with the honor. Somehow it reminds me of royal magic. It might just be royal magic, or some sort of divine relic or something. That's probably what it is. I dread to think about what would happen if Luis obtained it. I would much prefer it in your hands, but what do you think of it? Will you undertake these trials?
What will you do?
1 tower is apparently... No! 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 Don't make me go back! Don't make me go back! No! No! I don't want to go back! I don't want to go back! No! 1 tower is apparently Cellar Island. It's called the Spire of Blind Faith. I don't want to go back there, man. I'm traumatized from that place, man. Come on. Oh. Okay. But for precise information, you better ask the informant. Of course it had to be the Spire of Blind Faith. I hear there's a monster that's taking a residence there, so it might not hurt to go with a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Trial of the Dragon. Here's rest. There's supposed to be... Oh, this one's 9.5. So this one's harder than the Kill Luis quest. This is harder than the Kill Luis quest. By 0.5. That's crazy. Okay, there's supposed to be a secret power that dwells within the Spire of Blind Faith, located south of Virga Islands. I'll need all the strength I can get to fight Luis, so it may be worth going there if I can spare the time. As for the remaining 2 towers, the Mustari living outside the island might know something about them. I don't remember seeing too many Mustari outside the island. Considering how often the Mustari who leave the island struggle, I often employ them as my eyes and ears when I need outside information. Things as they are out in the world, I'm sure they won't be hard to find. Seek them out with more populated towns. To be frank, I believe these trials will be dangerous ones. The books even say countless are those who have lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome them, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you of it so urgently. Heroes of our island, I pray for your good fortune in battle. And I hope this legend turns out to be a mighty power that you can use for the good of the world. W. Edeni. But, okay, what I am thinking is that I remember there's one by Martria. There's like a tower by I'm gonna have to look at like the Gauntlet Runner map, but I'm pretty sure I know where the other two towers are. So I want to talk to Esdeni to see if I can...
Leave it to me.
Can I actually get him to change the weather? Can I actually get him to change the weather?
Now then. I see.
He went, I see. Okay, so he can do it then. And then he can change it. As far as I'm aware, I'm not going through with it just yet. I don't want to waste anything.
Whatever should I do? All right then.
I want to see this. I'm pretty sure this is where
Let's head there right away.
Yufa is. And if that's the case, she didn't appear here on the map earlier. Yeah, of course I'm right. Yeah, she didn't appear here on the map earlier, which means this person in Port Briarhaven is not Yufa, which means it's somebody else who has a quest. Right?
Louise, I could see it.
Yep. Hello, Mustari. Oh, is he gonna give me the quest for the next spire?
Hello.
Well, going out of your way to talk to a Mustari like me. I admire your pluck, lad.
What are you talking about?
Something's off about him. You don't think he's one of Esdeni's spies, do you? Hey, do you know anything about towers? Oh, something off about you, too, if you want to talk about towers. Do you mean the Forsaken Tower, north of town? Don't you? It's teeming with powerful monsters, none of which who stepped inside have ever stepped back out. I heard there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself isn't insignificant. Anyway, to look at you and Eldo in a ferry in tow, you wouldn't happen to be the hero who saved the island, would you?
Now what am I to do?
In that case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. Consider this top secret. Apparently there's some legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's got something to do with the trial for obtaining the forbidden power. That's about all I can tell you. Anyone who's looked into it hasn't survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the dragon god and saved our island, if a forbidden power is real, I'd want it to go to a hero like you. I have no doubt the chief would agree, so I'll leave this to you to see if this legend rings true. If you want to dive in a little deeper into the trial, thy informant in the tavern, I get a lot of my information there.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Yeah, so this is just...
Please, if there's anything
Lovely.
you can do.
The more you risk, the more you stand to gain, I should hope. I'll be shoving you off now, though. Be best of luck out there.
All right.
A forbidden power in a forsaken tower. There's only one beer left. Anyway, fun. Shall we check it out? I mean, we gotta check it out, man. Cool power. Let's go in here and look at the informant.
Fancy a bit of info?
What will become of us?
Forsaken Tower Trial. Hey, I heard something's happening in the Forsaken Tower. Do you know anything? The Reckless type, are you? Huh, I like that. Unfortunately, I don't have any reliable information. But how about a legend? The trial to obtain the forbidden power. Apparently to pass, you have to fight a ferociously mad bastard of a monster. Long ago, a traveler returned from the tower and told this tale. According to him, the monster in there is an enormous beast unlike any in this world. It takes any attempt to ward against its attacks as an affront, and the devastating blow and retribution is a terror to behold. And that's all I know, not to mention of what it looks like or anything. Might just be a load of bollocks anyway. Ha! Anyway, no one believes such a fairy tales these days, but that's true. But it's true that something unusual has happened in the tower. Anyway, that's all I've really got. If you want to find out what this trial is really all about, you have to go see for yourself. Okay, so don't use whatchamacallit, like Matricarnin. Is that like the wards? Is that what you're talking about? Wow, you're a little bit upset right there.
Where to?
I'm gonna go back here and go to the tavern.
Let's go.
That's not the tavern, that's the inn.
All right then.
Let's go.
Because I want to go to the... I want to get the info from you. Spire of Blind Faith trial.
Cheers.
You heard about the Spire of Blind Faith from the chief, did you? I'll tell you what I know about the trial there. As you've heard, no one really knows too many specific details. It would help if anyone who went ever came back. But it's said that a long time ago, there was a man who fled from the tower, and with his dying breath he scrawled these words. The beauty of the purple flames invite only death. Should you fall for their temptation, it is your life that will turn to ash. It doesn't read like a will, so we assume it's a warning. Hard to say what it means with any certainty. But the man was clearly haunted, so something in that tower must be truly terrifying. I interpret it as a strong suggestion that you wouldn't need protection from fire to go in. It certainly couldn't hurt. That's all I know. I can't imagine anything called a trial would be easy, but I have faith in you. Nice. Alright. Martria, I remember Martria being... I swear Martria had another tower. But apparently I'm tripping balls.
Alright.
So that's apparently not it. Altabury probably has something though. Yeah, look at that. 2 quests in Altabury. Yeah. Would you believe it?
Let's go.
Would you believe it? 2 of them. 3 if you count the UFO one, I suppose. Hello, Mr. Mustari.
So that's
Now of all times, with knowledge of the tower finally in hand. Oh, such woe is me. Did you say tower? Probably the same tower Denny was talking about, right? An elder with a fairy. You wouldn't be the heroes to save the island, would you? 1,000 pardons, I've gotten excited and raised my voice, haven't I? I'm a Mustari researcher, you see, conducting an academic investigation into the island's folklore. Within them, there's... The one thing that's drawn my interest lately is the legend of the 3 towers. I finally managed to pinpoint the location of one of these 3 spires. The Tower of Insolence, just north of this very town.
What shall I do?
However, it seems the tower is a monster's den. Positively infested, as it were. Given my current fortitude, I've regretfully had to put the requisite field work on indefinite hold. Yeah, indeed, must be the trial of the tower spoken of in the old tales. The ones who grants a forbidden power to whomever completes it. Ho ho, but inspiration has struck me like lightning. It occurs to me that perhaps, indeed, the hero that saved the island might well have the hardiness to complete such a trial. There really is some forbidden power to be obtained. I'm sure it's safer in the hands of our illustrious hero. But I suppose that, having heard such astonishing tales, you're curious as to their veracity. Is it certifiably true, or is it as tall as the highest rise in your mind can conjure? Well, but there is one way to know for certain, and that's to walk your way to the highest point in the Tower of Insolence, north of Altabury. Oh, and do ask an informant of the proper details. You'll be able to learn more about the trial itself as well, I presume.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Yeah. Crazy that this is rank 9.5 and the Luis one is 9. I'm quite glad the endeavor of the tower is in the hands of the capable. I'm beaming, in fact, that it's a hero's charge. And with that, I take my leave. Even further research awaits me. Fare thee well.
That sounds right.
Talked about the tower enough to get me curious. We should look into it if we have the time. And we will look into it, trust me. I want whatever that power is, man. You there, sir. Sorry, ma'am. Excuse me, could you possibly be the prince? There are all manner of unpleasant rumors floating around, but I don't believe a word of them. In truth, I've had my eye on you since the exhibition. And then after learning of your lineage as it was remarkable as your deeds, I knew for certain you're worthy of being the next king. To show my appreciation for you, your highness, I've prepared a special promotion of sorts. I call it Warm Heart Full Wallet Hot Spring Campaign. You have but to bathe in a hot spring, your highness, and you'll receive a reward. If you put some of the hot spring water you bathed into this vial and bring it to me as proof, I'll have 30,000 reeve to give to you. She wants a king's bathwater? So you're just gonna pay us to take a bath? That seems weird. Shady, even. She's a freak. She on that Belle Delphine grind, dude. She like, I want your bathwater. Can I have your bathwater? Can I have the next king's bathwater?
There's too much to take.
Why, His Highness works so hard to save his people. I just want him to have a moment to relax and offer a little extra monetary support. That is my sole desire. Will you accept this vial as a token of a humble merchant's goodwill? Sure, man. Why not? My word, such kindness. It is an honor to know you believe in me. The hot springs is here, underneath Blue Sky Bridge. A bit gloomy, I know, especially being that it's only open at night, but the paths are a slice of heaven.
Help me out, would you?
You can always find me here. Please let me know when you've acquired the spring of water.
Let's give it a shot.
As proof that I bathed in the Altabury hot spring, I need to collect its water in the empty vial the requester gave me. First, I should enter the hot spring in the lower level of the Blue Sky Bridge at night. We can get an almighty panacea.
Okay then.
So there's a hot spring underneath the Blue Sky Bridge. Well, let's go up there if we want a bath. Yeah, we've known that. I just thought that was just like, oh, that's down there, but you can't go. Lamau.
Where to?
You know, we're gonna check the Skyward Tavern, because we're gonna go look at the informant lady. Oh, Mount Volcoma, that's all. Tower of Insolence trial. I hear something truly formidable has appeared in the Tower of Insolence. It's going around amongst those of us in the information business. But the rumors are all based in legend, so naturally I'm somewhat skeptical.
Hey.
Would you mind telling us what you know? I pride myself on my information being factual, so know that what I'm about to tell you is merely speculation on a legend. A very long time ago, there was a man who returned from the tower. I can't speak to the veracity of this man's statement, but he claimed a foul miasma-ridden body none can pierce, and a glare that will curse you, your children, and your children's children. So he can't get... I guess he's resistant to anything but magic, probably? He left this mysterious message and then vanished. Just what did he see there, I wonder? Logically, perhaps, there refers to a monster immune to all attacks that curses its enemies. And yet I merely offer my interpretation on an ancient legend. I feel like I'm disgracing my reputation just by telling you the tale. Still, I have to admit, I am curious about what exactly is in the tower. Do tell me, find out. Just don't do anything that'll get you killed. Aw, she cares. She cares about us. Not about our wallets. Mount Volcano. It was once a mine. It's famous for its high-grade precious stones found there. But at some point, monsters began to appear in the area. The miners tried their best to fight them off, but they never stood a chance. Now, no one dares to go near that place, save for a few bold fortune seekers who continue to plumb the mountain's resources. A wide variety of monsters now call the place home. But what makes them unique is that they use attacks imbued with a dark affinity. They'll try to inflict hex upon you, which will cause their follow-up attacks to do more damage. Keep this in mind if you truly intend to go there. Since the miners left, rumors have swirled about a rare treasure lying in wait on the mountain, but I can't verify these reports. If you fancy yourself a treasure hunter, it might be worth taking some time to look for a prize. Well then, I wish you luck. Maybe that's the last relic I need for Nurus. Because I do still need one more relic for Nurus, which is in one of those places. You know what, actually? I'm gonna go to the recruitment center. Because we've gone to like every place and looked for quests, but now I'm sure there might be a bounty. You want to see the contracts? I'm counting on you, your highness. Yeah, look at that. Three more things. Interesting. Ordimos, Grudge's Fang. I need you to slay Ordimos in the abandoned path south of Artillery, the informant at the tavern of Diafranco Street. Oh, so we gotta go to all the other... Oh, the taverns again. Okay. I'll make it quick, at least. Bandit Chief Sistis. And Quartermot. The Bandit Chief takes the most, huh? He must be a bad man. He must be a bad, bad man. Much obliged for taking this contract on. Everyone else is reluctant to even attempt it. See, this place, well, back during the famine, a plan was hatched to save food, and involved abandoning the people there and leaving them to die. Of course, it's an antiquated practice nowadays, but the rumor is the monster that is that manifestation of those people's lingering resentment. But if this creature, the Ordemos, is left as is, it's highly likely that it'll start to terrorize the neighboring areas as well. If the old superstitions don't deter you, then by all means take it down. So what say you, will you do it? Yeah. Ah, I could tell by looking at you that you're the dependable type. The path in question is called the Abandoned Path. Ordemos won't show its face willingly, you'll first have to get rid of its attention by going... or get its attention by going after the Rigopedia, a type of snake monster. The snake has sharp senses, so it reports any intruders to the Ordemos, which then does the fighting. They've got something of a symbiotic relationship. Once you've taken it down, bring me the blood-stained talon that you'll get as a reward. The informant should be able to tell you more about it. Well then, I'm counting on you.
Let's do it.
Nice! Interesting. Thing is, we'll need to access the forest path by land. Flying's too risky given the volatile weather in the mountains. So we're back to running. We're back to the runner, not the flyer. Okay, Kokomaris. I need someone to defeat the great bird called Kokomordos. And you're probably the only ones who can do it. It's legendary throughout Oceania. They say it's Kokosalidos that's lived for 100 years, growing enormously strong as a result. In the past, it's appeared near Brylehaven. Each time a delegation is formed and dispatched to kill it, but they've all failed. The best they could ever do was wound it, but each and every time it just fled back to some skybound ruin.
I see.
So it flew back to its perfect little hiding spot so no one could chase after it. Until we came along with the Skyrunner. Guess it really is up to us. Yep, we'll take it. Thank you. As it stands, the city's still on the verge of succumbing to total panic. In truth, the rumors about the beast are more worrying than the damage it's caused directly. The great monster bird brings plague and famine with it, they say. A plague? Is there any truth to that? It's just superstition, but in this day and age, the panic caused by such rumors can spread instantly, like flames across a parched field. The situation was already chaotic. Just the thought of a plague may be enough to push up an already anxious populace into rioting. Things could get worse at any moment. Then we've got to stop it. There's no way we can find this bird monster, huh? You know those mushroom-shaped rocks out in the Brylehaven Sea? At the top of one of those, there's a ruin known as the Manor of the Ascendant. Seems the bird happened upon the ruin some time ago and decided it'd be the perfect nest. It's not some place that just anyone can get into, though. There'll undoubtedly be plenty of danger waiting for you there, but there are also rumors that the place houses a fabulous treasure.
I have high hopes for you.
At any rate, if you manage to slay Kokomordos, bring me the cockatrice crest as evidence. I'll give you a reward then.
Okay then.
A Kokosados, or Kokosados that lived for 100 years, or hundreds of years, got so strong that they changed its name. We should probably be able to pay a visit to Brylehaven and inform it.
Let's do it.
Yep. Interesting. This place is on a rock, right? Ruins on top of a rock. Sure is weird, right? Huh. Well, we should be able to get there if we fly.
They'll face danger here.
Alright, you there. Seems there's more than monsters causing trouble nowadays. The contract will require you to assassinate Founder Sisytus, the leader of some religious fanatics. And by religion, I don't mean sanctism or even pagans. This is just some nameless sect out there proclaiming the death to be the true salvation. If they die before the world is destroyed, they think they'll be reborn in a different one. They say that this world of ours is fated to end, and dying is the only means of rescue. If they keep their delusional fantasy to themselves, it wouldn't be our problem. But now they're attacking people near Grand Trad in the name of salvation.
Yes, but...
Yeah, let's go far. They better not... They're no better than common bandits. Indeed, the Grand Trad's bad enough with all that's going on. So this death cult is pushing us over the edge. Some have even started sympathizing with their ideology, but all accounts it's chaos in Grand Trad right now. So please, for the sake of the Grand Tradians, end these attacks by ending the bandit chief Sisyphus. Leave it to me, baby. Thank you. Frankly, there's not a moment to lose. Just between you and me, I heard they got their hands on a secret weapon that can kill people en masse and brought it to their hideout. It's pathetic that they got such a thing on our noses, but the military has its hands full keeping the peace and hunting down monsters. We need you right now.
I have high hopes for you.
Bring me the Founder's hatchet after the job is done. Deliver that and you'll get the reward. Got it. We don't know what we're up against, so it'll probably be good to talk to the informant in the royal capital first. They're holed up north of the Grand Trad, in the disgraced ruins. I'll show you the exact location.
Let's do it.
Ooh, he's probably the most dangerous. I mean, he does give the most money for defeating him, so makes sense. Oh, he's up there, huh? Who'd think there'd be ruins all the way out here? Just what are they planning in there? It's pretty far, but if we fly, we should be able to be there before day ends.
We'll face danger here.
We got everything. Yep. I guess we go back to the tavern. Back to the tavern we go, I guess. Because this will actually give us important information instead of just legend shit. Nope, 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 nope. Click the wrong one, my bad. This. According to my sources, it's true that a monster has appeared at the abandoned path. As you may know, that's the forest where a group of people were said to have been abandoned for all the sake of reducing the amount of mouths to feed during the famine. That story is merely a rumor, and even if it were true, it all happened a long time ago. Despite that, people still avoid going near that place. It may be why no one has noticed the monster until recently. The beast Ordemos, and it appears to have made the area its new home. It's a bipedal giant that becomes absolutely unmanageable once it goes berserk, and when it builds up its strength, it attacks to become absurdly powerful. After it powers itself up, you'll need to prioritize dispelling its power. Do so and it'll overextend itself, making it become weak. Seems like it's weak to dark, however, it'll repel electric, so don't bother with that. Thankfully, there are no villages in the area. Sorry, excuse me. Thankfully, there are no villages in the area, but it's only a matter of time before it makes its way over the populated area. So please eliminate it. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Let's go.
And then we'll get this one for the rock place or whatever. Great Avian of the Manor. What is this? Oh, Potion of Blight. I don't need that.
Want in on this?
The Manor of the Ascendant is another of these places with the fancy names. You can't get there without flying, so who knows how the hell they built it. It's nearly unapproachable. Most folks forget it exists. However, recently I heard a creature with a bounty placed on it fled there. That'd be the Coco Mordos. You've heard of the Coco Mordos? It's similar to one of those. Like a Cocosados, it prefers its prey soft and squishy, so it'll try to reduce your defense.
Just between us.
You better prepare ways to harden your defenses and use them often. Thankfully, it's also weak to ice. As long as it doesn't come down from there, you're the only one who can defeat it. Good chance to show off, don't you think? If you come back safely, you'd better tell me how it went. Best of luck, friend. Okay, so weak to ice. And bring somebody who can dispel debuffs and get just defense up. That works. That works for me.
Let's go.
That works for me, man. Come on, man. That works for me, man.
I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas.
I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas.
Hey!
Well, if it's nice. Aren't you worried about being seated in a place like this? Just between you and me, a good number of my patrons support Luis. You best finish your business and be on your way. I didn't mean to talk to you. I'll be honest. I'm looking for your informant. That is in here somewhere, I'm sure. Tell me there's an informant.
Excuse me.
Okay. Sure, there's an informant. Oh no, it's at the Hushed Honeybee. That's where it is. I was like, I've never been here before, so I don't know. But I guess that makes sense. He's in here. Do you really intend to infiltrate the giant face in the sky? You've got quite an knack for grandiose undertakings, you know that? Yeah, cry about it, dude. Monster of the Mausoleum. Oh, ingredients fish. I don't care. This is the one I need.
Want in on this?
The leader of that particular group of bandits is a man known as Sisyphus. Word is he's a drifter who hails from Altabury. That bloke is motivated purely by greed, and he's got a particular taste for gold. Perhaps tossing some out during the battle will be enough to distract him. So, merchant would be effective against him?
Really?
Seems like this will be a fight where skills that use money should be particularly effective. Yeah. Other than that, he's apparently weak to light magic. Be sure you're properly prepared before going after him. So despite having a bounty on his head, the guy doesn't sound like he'll be a particularly strong opponent. Now, to be honest, Sisyphus himself isn't a figure of any meaningful significance. However, there's more to the story. The information is still hazy, but apparently there's something far more dangerous in those ruins. The military may have put up this bounty specifically for that reason. A treasure seeker sneaked in there and caught a glimpse of some thing, whatever it was. It's a big, peculiar, and it buzzed with an aura of lightning. Interesting. Lightning. Maybe that means it's capable of using electric attacks? Besides that, you must know at least a little about this thing. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. Whether the thing even exists is questionable. It's hard to separate from the truth from lies on the subject. Regardless, it never hurts to be prepared. If you still intend to head over there, make sure you're ready for anything. Thank you, man. Thank you, my friend. Oh wow, we're back where we started, huh? Right back where we started. Ain't that right, Maria? Is that right, Juna? Well, next episode... Sorry, but I'm gonna... it seems we're out of time for this episode. But next episode, we will... I'm thinking...
Let's go.
We're probably gonna go...
Preparations up. Now then.
We could go... I'm thinking of doing one of the bounties, or this, the Edge of Glory. I don't want to do any of the spires, because those seem to be probably the hardest thing I could possibly do. I mean, if you look at requests, right? What is it? Edge of Glory is only 7.5, right? Although I guess I could do Ordemos, but like yeah, these two high up there, the Trial of Dragon, these are hard. I will be doing those last, thank you. But I think I'm going to go for the Edge of Glory, especially because I can get the cool sword and probably give it a stroll. However, that will have to wait until next episode. As always, thank you for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you later.